Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for people who take their tarot seriously. And this is the appropriate time, historically speaking, to take tarot seriously because we are in serious times. Now, I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology for over 50. Astrology is the science of cycles. There's nothing magical, mystical, or satanic about it. It's knowing what cycles are like. When's the next holiday season? When is the next full moon? When is the next new moon? What? It's just knowing cycles. It's understanding. And there's scientific basis to astrology. You can go back to 1948, Radio Corporation of America, otherwise known as RCA at the time. They had an engineer. He was tasked with finding out how we could keep worldwide communications open at all times and how to prepare for disasters. The reason was 1948, after World War II, the United States began spreading out as a military power all around the world. So communicating, very important. He used astrology. For 45 years, it was 95% accurate. So there is a scientific basis to astrology. But again, it's the science of cycles. It's understanding the cycles within the cycles within the cycles. It's complicated, but it can be very helpful in a few specific areas, most especially. Tarot, on the other hand, is the science of potential. It's not a guarantee. It's a discussion of a certain energy or frequency, because that's what life is all about, frequency. Take a look at the periodic table of elements. You'll find numbers after all of these things. You can look at that as their kind of numeric frequency. Okay? Same thing with tarot. There is a frequency. In fact, actually, probably billions of frequencies around us at all points in times. This highlights frequencies that are probably most accessible in the physical world. Although you can extrapolate them to emotional frequencies, spiritual frequencies, etc., etc. And the better you can do that, probably the better you can manifest. My job is to inspire you. That's my job. It's not to get likes. It's not to get shares or subscribes, although people around me keep reminding me, please, if you like the readings, like, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. Okay, we got that out of the way. They're happy. But my main job is to inspire you, because if I can inspire you to create images in your heads, and I'm not talking about just images. I want you to see it, to feel it, to hear it, to taste it, to touch it. When you can do that, you are on the track to manifesting. Now, the question is, what are you going to manifest? I would strongly suggest that you work within your life destiny, which you can find out using numerology. You can find out using astrology very, very well. Take a look at the moon, north node, ascendant, house placements, and you can really lock in. If you work within your spiritual destiny, we'll call it, you will find that manifesting comes much more easily. After all, for all the bullshit talk that is sold to us by advertising agencies, and advertising, in my opinion, and I've been a broadcaster for 52 years, virtually all advertising is legal lying. Okay? And so the advertisers tell you, oh, you can be anything you want, you can do anything you want. Oh. No, you can't. No, you can't. You know that in your heart. You know that in your spirit. Not all of us were meant to be rich or handsome or beautiful or famous. We weren't meant. Everybody has their part to play. Once you find your destiny, now start to manifest within your destiny. And again, you can use numerology very well. You can use astrology superbly well. And work within that confine. Because when you line up with your, I'll call it spiritual purpose, you get satisfaction. I am not good looking. I am not young. I am not rich. I was kind of popular back years ago in radio. But you know, where you find the real joy is when you lock into your path. And it's different for everybody. If you have brothers and sisters, how come you're not all the same? Well, because you're different. So we have almost 8 billion people on the planet. They're all different. So when it comes to doing any of these readings, let's say I got 100 people, I'm only going to reach probably 10 of the 100. If I'm really lucky, I mean really lucky, maybe 20 of the 100. But that still leaves 80 who are going, well, it's good, it's interesting, I like it, kind of, I even learned something, but it's not resonating with me. That's okay. That's okay. You still got a great read, and there's always tomorrow, next week, next month. Don't worry. The frequencies are going to line up with you, and when they do, you run like hell, brother. Run like hell towards your destiny. So, we're focusing 5 cards. That's it. You're going to know at the end of this 12 minutes exactly what the energy is, and then you determine how you will apply that to your life. Okay? Simple, straight ahead, focused. So today, the middle card, the Oracle card, that kind of sets the mood for the reading, is a leg up. We did this about a week or so ago. A leg up. What does that mean? Well, it means taking advantage. You're getting some sort of a blessing, some opportunity to just make more out of a situation. Now, normally when we look about a leg up, we think somebody else is going to come and help us, and very often that happens. But in this case, being that we're talking about manifesting, you have to be that leg up. You have to help yourself. The meme for today, and it's kind of a long one, so hang with me on this, really kind of clarifies it perfectly. It says, the meme now, millions of people never analyze themselves. Mentally, they are mechanical products of the factory of their environment, preoccupied with breakfast, lunch, dinner, working, sleeping, and going here and there to be entertained. Entertainment, distraction. They won't know what or why they are seeking, nor why they never realize complete happiness and lasting satisfaction. By evading self-analysis, people go on being robots conditioned by their environment. True self-analysis is the greatest art of progress, and that's exactly what the puppet masters, those evil bastards, are doing to everyone on the planet. And they're doing it every way they can. They're messing with our food, messing with our air, messing with our water, messing with our medicine, messing with the media message, messing with our governments, throwing in this, that, the other thing, black against white, women against men, all kinds of things all over the place. All they're doing is just throwing this into this chili, mixing it up, and confusing you. And since people don't really self-analyze, they're lost. That's what the leg up is. That's what taking advantage is. Self-analysis. Look into that spiritual mirror and go, okay, so what is it really about? What the hell am I really about? And be open to the answer. Uncomfortable, sometimes it may be, but be open. That's getting a leg up. Let's go all the way to the left. We're looking at strength. The strength card. This is exactly what you need. Exactly what you need. It's fortitude. It's patience. It's compassion for yourself. Realizing that all of us, you, me, and everybody else, have been living like goddamn robots. Well, you're supposed to do this. You get up in the morning and you do this, and this is what you strive for, and you try to put money in the bank. Of course, the banks are illegal. They're rotten. They're evil. They're horrendous. The puppeteers control the banks. Doesn't make any difference. You don't pay attention to that. Don't look at the man behind the mirror. You just do what we tell you to do. Don't do this self-analysis shit because it just gums up their works. And remember, they're telling you stuff that keeps them in power. That should be obvious after the last 4 years at least. They lie to you so that they keep the power. They're not going to give up a goddamn thing. They're not going to give up anything. You expect them to be nice, gentle, fair? Bill Gates in 2008, and he's not the only one who said this out in the open, but Bill Gates in 2008 at a TED get-together said that by 2050 they want the population of the Earth down to less than 500 million. Now we're almost at 8 billion now, 500 million. What does that mean? It means out of 10 people, 9 are going to have to die. That's what they want. So they're doing everything they can to get rid of us. They're not going to just give up power, so you have to take advantage. You are the one that has to really engage in honest self-analysis. No more bullshit, no more lying to yourself, no more accepting their crap. Think for yourself. Leads me to the next card, King of Wands. Wands are joy, gratitude, happiness. It's the juice of life. And the King of Wands is leadership, innovation, risk. Yeah, go look, do the self-analysis thing. Risk looking at yourself as the piece of crap that you are. All of us are, not just you, me, everybody. We ever going to be perfect? No. But we can strive for being true to ourselves. Remember talking about your spiritual destiny in the beginning? That's what we're talking about, lining up with your destiny. But that takes self-analysis, and man, that is so painful. But that's the journey that you got to take. Six of Swords says so. Swords are thoughts, ideas. Six of Swords says you are traveling to a new destination. You're getting out of Dodge. You're moving on. It's a transition. You have to change your thinking. You have to change your perspective. You have to engage in true self-analysis. The final card is the Three of Pentacles. Got to restructure your value system. What the hell is important to you, and why is it important? Not just because some asshole in Washington tells you, not because some asshole in Europe, the World Economic Forum tells you so, not because Dr. Fauci tells you. What is important to you? Understand why it's important. Now, begin to set a new set of values. You'll find out that things disappear. Money's not that important. Yeah, you got to pay bills and do it, but it's not the end all be all. A new car, new home, it doesn't count. How about happiness? How about health? How about joy? How about your time? How much is your time worth to you? Remember, you're giving up 8 to 10 hours, maybe more a day to somebody else for money that you buy shit that most often doesn't really matter, doesn't make you happier, doesn't make you more fulfilled. And you're giving up your life for that. You don't get that time back, ever. You know that if you have kids, how fast they grow up. What you're really saying is how fast I grow old. It's gone. I don't have that time with my kids anymore. There you go. That's the start of real, true self-analysis. Begin the journey if this resonates. Back tomorrow again with another Manifesting Tarot. Between now and the next time you and I get together, peace and blessings.